Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here and welcome back to the next episode of the OU Road Top 10 on Pokemon Showdown and Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you missed any of the previous episodes, of course, feel free to check out the playlist down below, and thank you once again for all the support on the series. For those that have not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. It's free. I'm on my way to 300,000. We're going to be using a team from Finchinator today. I'm going to be using Specs Magearna, which is actually currently being suspect tested in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that mon may be banned within a week or two. I believe it's actually 2 weeks. That we'll know if Magearna ends up getting the boot, which I'm kind of thinking it will. But yeah, enough about me. Watch all the other episodes if you haven't. Let's get right into team preview. So we have the suspected Pokemon themselves. We have Magearna Choice Specs as my first Pokemon with Flare Cannon, Flash Cannon, Trick, and Volt Switch. Flare Cannon is absolutely spammable, doing about 60% to things like Rotom, Excadrill, and Cinderace, even more, depending. While Flash Cannon is your stab for fairies, but also 2 KOs Pokemon like Amoonguss. We have Trick, which is fantastic, and honestly, it's the reason why Choice Magearnas are a thing. Being able to cripple walls like Chansey and Blissey, Toxapex, Mandibuzz, even opposing setup Magearna, stopping them in their tracks, and then Volt Switch for momentum, but it's also relatively strong coming off of base 130 special attack. We're modest, max special attack, and max speed. Hippowdon is the next member of the squad, and this gives us a nice Urshifu answer. It gives us a nice Cinderace check as well. We have Stealth Rock on this Pokemon too, being physically defensive with the Sand and Rocky Helmet, like I said, really punishes close combat and Wicked Blow Cinderace. We do have the Toxic as well, being able to cripple Pokemon like Mandibuzz and Rotom Heat, as well as opposing Hippowdon, and just slack off for reliable recovery. This is also a nice Excadrill check, which works really well with Magearna, because obviously Magearna doesn't want to take the ground type attacks coming out of it, and Hippowdon just sponges most, if not all, ground type attacks in the game. Mandibuzz is the next member of the squad, and we are running special defensive Mandibuzz with Foul Play, Roost, U-Turn, and Defog. The 248 HP, 220 special defense lets us live a +2 Life Orb Dazzling Gleam from Alakazam, and obviously we can Foul Play or U-Turn, depending. This is our Defog, this is our hazard control, of course, with the heavy duty boots, or as some people would say, I want to see more heavy booty dudes just because of that one mistake I made while saying it again. Mandibuzz provides us, again, that hazard control, a nice Amoonguss switch in with the Overcoat ability, and the 40 defense also lets us take 2 Pyro Balls from Cinderace, because even though we do have Hippowdon to deal with Cinderace, we also like the fact that Mandibuzz isn't 2 KO, because Cinderace is definitely a problem. Toxapex is the next member of the squad, providing a Toxic Spike Absorber for the team, a nice physical wall. It's not 2 KO by Zen Headbutt from Cinderace after Black Sludge recovery, so of course if you're knocked off or if their sand is up, that's something you do have to be careful about. We have knockoff on this thing to get rid of heavy duty boots, to let Stealth Rock really pressure Pokemon like Rotom, Mandibuzz, or even just getting rid of recovery or Violites when it comes to Chansey, or opposing Toxapex, getting rid of their Black Sludge and having Rocks up obviously lets our own Cinderace to a KO Pex with Zen Headbutt. Scald is, of course, extremely spammable, and then we do have Haze to get rid of Setup. I like knockoff a lot on like Toxapex. I just think it's like one of those, like, I mean, why not put 2 of the best moves in the game on Toxapex? Scald and knockoff, right? You burn them and you get rid of their recovery, so that burn actually matters. Cinderace is the next Pokemon on the team. We're using all the Brogans today. We got Magearna, Cinderace, and I mean the last is Dragon Ball. So we have Adamant Cinderace because it hits hella hard with Power Ball, Gunk Shot, Zen Headbutt, and U-Turn. Zen Headbutt there as a nice 2 KO on Toxapex if it's knocked off. Of course, we have U-Turn for the momentum with our ability. Everything becomes stab. Pyro Ball hits hard. It's our strongest move versus Mandibuzz besides Gunk Shot. And Gunk Shot is good for not only dealing with Azumarill and Clefairy, so the fairies and Primarina, but also it's a good neutral move on Pokemon like Rotom Heat. It's just a solid neutral move. And, you know, when you have these 120 base stab moves coming off of a Pokemon with 116 base attack, and then they also start to have their secondary effects like Pyro Ball, burning, and Gunk Shot poisoning, the damage just starts to rack up. Of course, this is also a nice Volcarona check alongside Toxapex on the team, because as long as it's at full HP, you live a hit from offensive Volcarona, you knock it out with Pyro Ball right back. And last but not least, we have Dragapult giving us some more speed control, so a higher speed tier as well as Thunder Wave 2. That way we can cripple Pokemon and allow Magearna to really shine. We have Draco Meteor and Hex. Hex is doubled in power after we status them. We also, of course, have Toxic and Scald on the team, so we have multiple ways of statusing Pokemon. And then we have U-Turn for momentum. Now, we do have leftovers for longevity. kind of played around between Spell Tag, Leftovers, and Heavy Duty Boots on Dragapult. I don't think Heavy Duty Boots is necessary when we do have Toxapex to absorb Toxic Spikes, but you can try that on your own. And of course, you can check out PokeaimMD.com if you guys would like to use this team yourself. But that's the team for today. Let's get right into the sponsor. So some people seem to think that my little Puka picked the Ridge wallet over the regular wallet because I laced it with treat, or there was some meat inside. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. And not because it is the superior wallet that holds up to 12 cards, can ship worldwide, has a money-back guarantee, and a lifetime warranty. Now, little Puka's over there. So I'm going to get this ready for her real quick. As you can see right here, I have a baby wipe, or if you're watching in a restaurant, a moist towelette. And I'm going to be wiping both the regular wallet as well as this wallet to get rid of any scent. I've also opened it up to show you that there is absolutely nothing inside this wallet. And my puppy is just one smart little cookie. So the wallet has eaten part of my moist towelette, but that is okay. We're gonna wipe this one too. That weighs both. As you can see, it already has some on it right there. You got the Ridge wallet, we have the regular wallet. Puka, come here, baby. She just ate, so she might be a little bit tired right now. But come here, baby. Come here. Which one you want? Which wallet do you want, baby? Which wallet do you want? Pick whatever one you want. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Huh? Is that Puka? Is that still your choice? No, you want to check the regular wallet out? Or do you? Oh no, you're still looking. Oh look, wait. Which one is it? The cameraman follows you, Puka. Are they a little bit too close together for you to decide? Let me move this one here, move this one here. You know what? Let me make this one closer to you. That way, it doesn't look like I'm affecting your actions. Which one do you want? Yeah, go to ridge.com/Draco. I'm saying, Puka knows exactly which one she wants. And use code, she wants the house, but use code Draco for 10% off. There was enough footage of her picking this to know. She got off the couch and yeah, she's still playing with it. All right, as always, big shout out to the Ridge Wallet team for sponsoring this video. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that stuff. I have no idea what ad I created, by the way. I usually record these before I make the ad, so I just know what company I'm doing it for. But yeah, thank you again for all the positive feedback, as well as even those who are actually picking up the wallets, because that does help me out as well. It's like, oh cool, this guy can actually sell some wallets. Let's go ahead and work with this guy again. Now we are fighting what I believe to be the team that I used in episode 2, if I'm not mistaken. This is Sun, right? This is the Sun team I used in episode 2, isn't it? It's Corviknight over, well, Corviknight's actually not too bad on this team, but it's Corviknight over Mandibuzz. But okay, good to know. I'm pretty weak to Venusaur, so I want to be careful around that Pokemon, especially as I play. Magearna is phenomenal in this team, or in this game rather. It's just very good, especially at just getting damage off really early. Charizard is going to be a problem. I mean, this is the reason why I used it, but Charizard is going to be a huge problem. Cinderace is checked by Toxapex, especially because this one is Jolly, if I'm not mistaken. Not the other one, or not the other way around. But I love Magearna early because it can just Volt Switch around. I have Dragapult to hopefully check Venusaur, and Cinderace also offensively because I'm adamant, and with their own son, I 2-hit KO everything with Pyro Ball besides Torkoal, which is why I like Magearna, because, I mean, if you lead off a Torkoal, I can just Volt Switch around. If you lead Cinderace, I'll obviously switch into my Toxapex here. But this is a good start for me because I get a nice and strong Volt Switch off on Torkoal, and that's really going to help out Cinderace in the long run, just in terms of getting up damage. I guess in terms of expendable members on this team, maybe Mandibuzz is kind of expendable. I mean, Torkoal would just go for Lava Plume here, I'm assuming. I just want to be careful too, because I don't want to give Venusaur the opportunity to growth with my defensive Pokemon. And as long as I keep Magearna healthy, it should be able to deal with Venusaur. And Blissey can get worn down via sand and whatnot. So that's beautiful damage here. Hippowdon is necessary for dealing with Cinderace too, but I have options like... Yeah, I have options like Dragapult here, so... They could Rocks first. Alright, we'll make the Toxapex play first. Just because it loses me the least, since I can just click knock off on basically every Pokemon coming in, whether it be Blissey or Torkoal, getting rid of the Heat Rock, or if they go Venusaur, I go hard into Powdon here. They end up giving me their Heat Rock, which is really nice, in an attempt to just go for rest, which I'm okay with here, considering I can safely bring out my Powdon. Even if they want to make the Venusaur play, that's fine for me too, as they go hard Cinderace. So I get the better end of the deal here, I would say, because I get to get up rocks. And the thing is, Charizard is a problem, but not necessarily to a Toxapex at full HP, or about full HP. I know they're specs and they have 3 fire moves, so Toxapex should be a good answer to them, as they actually ended up changing it to Air Slash on this set. I want to make sure that's specs, because I'm not about to go into Magearna, because I want to keep Magearna healthy as well. Charizard. Do they actually have choice specs? That's +1. That is indeed specs. 37 to 44%. So if they crit me here, this could be bad, because it would make Cinderace a little bit problematic later. Mandibuzz doesn't care too much. It can U-turn around basically free. I'll risk this though, and I'll go for 1 recover here. Let's see if we can get flinched. Good. That actually could have been bad because of sand as well. So, yeah, I hate to make the Magearna play, but I'm going to make the Magearna play, because even if they go out into their Blissey here, I get a Vulture, so I can U-turn around with Cinderace and whatnot too. I would love if they went Torkoal as well, and I can just bring out my Cinderace. And because they don't have Sun Up, I'm not going to Power Ball. If they did have Sun Up, I would have Power Balled, because I would have 2-KO'd everything besides Torkoal. And now what I can do is just U-turn around again. Now I did let my Magearna take damage, but because I have Weather as well to control, ideally this isn't going to be the biggest of problems for me. And we'll bring right out Magearna here. And I really just like clicking Specs Flare Cannon. Let him go Blissey and take a good chunk. They stay in with Mandibuzz, I get rid of it, and I keep rocks up for this Pokemon. So, yeah. I think that's just my best interest here, especially because they don't really like Toxapex at all, and I can avoid most hits they go for. And if they opt to... if they actually opt to go for the teleport, I would have been able to get rid of their item there. But pretty much the same. I always go with Powdon on this Pokemon. Torkoal has not burnt any turns of sleep, which is great. And I like Toxic here because it hits Mandibuzz. I don't think they should have stayed in there, because Earthquake would have done a ton of damage to them. So I really do disagree with that play, even though it ended up working out for them. And I'm forced to basically switch. If I Earthquake, I 2-KO'd them, so I didn't like that play too much. From my side, anyway. This should be faster, right? So I'll Scald here. Charizard doesn't like it. Man, I really didn't like that play at all. Oh, and I get some beautiful damage off on Cinderace here. Even a crit, which is really nice. So I can follow it up with another Scald. I'll be able to knock them out. I could also go out into my Powdon here, but I don't think this really opens up too much in terms of losing when it comes to Charizard. Unless they crit me, I'd be in a good spot here. As they flinch me. No big deal. My Mandibuzz is EV to not be 2-KO'd by Pyro Ball from Cinderace. And even if they go Torkoal, so be it. I'll gladly defog as they end up bringing out Charizard. Now, I mean, obviously, Charizard is a problem because it clicks over, he can get a kill. So that was a very solid double on their part. I actually should have U-turned, so I wasn't thinking too much. And that was more of a short-term type of thought than a long-term one. Mandibuzz still gets beat down by a Powdon, but just in case they're trick, I got to be careful. I get a literal kill with Cinderace when I bring it out. So in terms of expendable members, I would say it is you. Just going to let him overheat me and blow me back right there, as we will bring out our Cinderace and get a kill with Pyro Ball. Same exact thing. Adamant Pyro Ball in the sun. Mandibuzz is 2-KO'd. Everything dies to this thing. So, I don't even technically need the hazard control. As long as I have Dragapult healthy, I'm good. So, as long as I land Pyro Ball, I kill something on their team, and nothing wants to come out. Like, if they give me Mandibuzz, then they have nothing to take the second one. If they go hard Torkoal, I'll just 2-KO with Pyro Ball. Because it is adamant, it is sun boosted. And I still have Magearna alive to deal with Mandibuzz, and I still have, you know, Last Ditch Effort Toxic on it, Powdon, in case they're not Taunt Mandibuzz. So this should be a kill, technically. And, I mean, if things go right, I might just win. But we'll see. It sucks that they flinched me on that turn because, I mean, they made the good play to take advantage of it, but I forgot to show my rating. I'm so sorry, guys. I am 16, 64, 35, and 5 like we were last episode. Ooh, we managed to land, which is awesome. Well, you want to do it again, buddy, for me? Go ahead and land it again. If I get rid of this, then, I mean, Dragapult has a field day, too. I'll trick Blissey if worse comes to, you know, worse. Woo! We take those. Thank you very much. So, we get rid of that. Charizard, I guess, could come out, but Toxapex should be able to eat a hit. I mean, they're going to go Torkoal, I think. I would go Torkoal here, rather. I don't see why anything else would come out. I guess Cinderace technically could come out. So what, Zen Headbutt me? Cinderace at full HP also is a check to Venusaur too. They do go Cinderace. Huh. They're jolly on this one, so whatever double they make, it actually helps me out. If they Pyro Ball, so be it. They end up burning me, which is a little bit frustrating because now they can go out to Torkoal kind of safely here. But they end up making the Venusaur play, so I get in Magearna now, and I can kind of just Volt Switch around. Venusaur isn't going to kill me. I can knock out Torkoal if they want to make that play too. And I will Volt Switch on Venusaur, and I will keep up offensive momentum to ensure that Blissey goes down, that something dies to Pyro Ball. I will. Dragapult being faster than Charizard is going to help me out too. They end up making the Torkoal play, which is, again, very similar to what I mentioned before. I'm going to do a lot. How much did I do first time? Full Switch is 57. Perfect. So it's just a no drawback play. Awesome. And as long as I have Cinderace in, there's nothing they want to bring in on me. Oh, I would love if they just give me Torkoal. Go ahead and give it to me. Right now. Nice. That works too. That's basically the exact same thing. And we bring out Cinderace here because, again, that's something they do not want to stare down at all with their team. Pex can still deal with you. I still have a Powdon as a pivot into you. Torkoal comes out. I get to U-turn on the Torkoal. And if they go for rest, I get to bring out Dragapult. Which I will. Because if they do anything else besides that, I get a kill right now. And I'm going to U-turn. Because I'm not going to... They could rest here, which is a pretty poor play in my opinion. That's a poor play. But they're trying to get in Venusaur. Whatever, this worked out for me either way. I still got in Cinderace. And I can still do some damage. I'm Pyro Balling for sure. Get this Mon out of here. I don't care about that. I 2 kill you. That's all that matters. Okay, U-turn as well. That way I don't have to risk missing Pyro Ball. Get rid of Blissey. At this point, Dragapult comes in and kind of beats everything they have. Okay. I still have a Powdon that can be easily sacked. And for some reason, they opted to go out into Venusaur first and not Torkoal to get up the sun. So I bring out Magearna, which lives a hit, and I just click Specs Flash Cannon. Forces them to KO me with this, and then I win the game via... Nice. Let's kick Specs Flash Cannon here. It's going to knock out Torkoal. They get up the sun. I sack a Powdon. I'm trying to make it that I 100% win without them getting any type of boost. Because, I mean, I have Hex and I have U-turn and things like that. I just don't want them to get anything from it. Okay, it doesn't matter if they get recovery. Never mind, they decided to throw away Venusaur here, so they didn't even bother going Torkoal. So, Specs Flash Cannon is going to knock out Venusaur. We get the boost, and that'll be enough to knock out Torkoal either way. So, we get a win. Not necessarily the... Not 100% how I thought it would go, but... Like, I mean, I thought we'd win that game. But I definitely thought that a few plays with Torkoal were a little bit questionable. Of course, we're fighting a Corsola when I'm not prepared for it. Okay, so Magearna is beautiful in this game. Specs Flash Cannon does 60%, 70%, 100, 100, 100. Probably Hello? Probably 2 KOs you. So Magearna definitely going to be the scary member of the group for my opponent to deal with. A few other things. I love Rotom's knockoff. Hey. Have fun. I love I love Toxapex's knockoff in this game. One thing I do want to worry about is potentially bulk up Urshifu. I feel like me saying it is going to bring it to life, but I love Toxapex's knockoff. Nothing on their team appreciates a knockoff, which is why I really like it here. And if I get rid of an Eviolite on this Pokemon, then Magearna just clicks buttons. So I love, like I said, Pex, but I really like Hippowdon too, just being able to Toxic. It's a nice answer to, you have fun. Thank you. Well, I mean, I guess if it's not me, no have fun there, huh? I love that about it. I love Magearna early too because Dragapult is a spooky Pokemon for me. And provided they're not Specs Fire Blast, I get a kill here. I should technically Scout, but if they go for U-turn, which they should, because you don't know my set, yeah, they should always U-turn now. I'm going to play off the assumption that they make the best play possible, which is U-turn. Not risking a switch, not getting anything, and I go for Specs Flare Cannon, which hits everything coming in. Woo! What did I say? 78%, baby. That is some good damage. So we'll go Mana Buzz here. Main reason being is, I mean, I don't care too much about Clefable, but I can U-turn out into Pex and just click Knockoff. I don't want to go Hippowdon on this to click Rocks because I want to ensure that my Hippo isn't poisoned, so that way it can deal with Urshifu. So I'd rather go Pex here and click Knockoff, even if they have Random Trick as they go for their own Knockoff. Fine by me. Getting rid of their item is going to help me out too. There we go. I guess we'll do this a couple times, huh? 29 more. I ain't going nowhere. Actually, I'll throw off a Scald because if I get the Hex, if I get the burn on them, I can just Hex Raw. So, and they have nothing that wants to come in on Scald. You go Dragapult, I go Mana Buzz. Somebody asked me a question, by the way. How do I feel about this OU compared to doing Road Top 10 last time? Honestly, I'm really starting to like Balance more again. It's been a long time since that was the case. Like I'm very much starting to enjoy Balance a lot. And like I said, it's been a very, very long time since that's been the case. I didn't like post-home meta. Did I knock? Okay, good. I knocked. Perfect. Expert belt. I have no idea what the hell that means. But we have a Magearna, and that's good. I didn't like post-home meta too much, but I like this, and then people are like, oh, it's really bulky. I don't know. I've just been having fun with Regenerate. I've been appreciating Regenerator cores a lot more than I did previously. Oh, that did some damage. Damn. Huh. If they get in Rotom, it's a little bit annoying for me. So I'm actually going to U-turn just to keep up offensive momentum here and ensure that Rotom doesn't come in for free. And the fact that I have status Clefable means it should be 2-hit KO'd. Perfect. So we're going to take advantage of this and go Dragapult. And I'm simply going to Hex. If they do opt to go for Thunder Wave, which would be worst case scenario, Toxic. That's not too bad. That's honestly not too bad. I just Hex again, because if they go Clef, I 2-hit KO them. I just want to weaken Rotom to the point of Cinderace coming in and knocking it out. I think I'll be able to deal with Corsola knockoff, and like I said, yeah, me being modest is going to make a huge difference when it comes to this damage calc. And if they bring out Urshifu, I get to bring out Hippowdon finally. So I'm not going to bother predicting here. If I get rid of Clefable, that's something I don't have to sit on with Toxapex. Imagine just sitting on Clefable. It's probably actually a little pointy. Like a regular wallet. That's why we have the rich. Okay. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the ad, but I'll figure it out as I'm okay, I have a few ideas, but I'm trying to I'm trying not to be too crazy, you know? But at the same time, I do want to be crazy because it's fun. It's very fun. I do have to be careful though because Mana Buzz is weakened, so Dragapult can actually become a problem. I'm going to assume they have a Dragon move and a Ghost move though. So they give me extra, which is great. I'm also going to assume that means I keep my hazards if I get them up. And again, Hippowdon is literally here for Urshifu. Very nice double out to Rotom our opponent made there. Now Rocks don't really give me much, and I don't want to be statused here. Because they're toxic, I kind of doubt they are... I'd rather go Dragapult. Yeah, I get a Draco off. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I doubt they're Nasty Plot. But I'm okay with that. I mean, all I did was get Sand Chip on them. My Dragapult's HP doesn't matter as much in this game either. Urshifu comes out. Sand reveals that I am indeed faster. I could drop a Draco here and get a kill, but I'd rather make the Apollon play one more time. Okay, it doesn't matter if I'm actually toxic. Not really. We'll get up rocks. Nice. So they, I get rocks up to pressure Dragapult, which is cool for knockoff. And obviously they could overheat me or they could try and toxic me here. Because they can barely touch Toxapex, I'm going to make the Toxapex play. As they go for Volt Switch. And now if they go Clefable, I basically just get to click Flash Cannon for free. Well, Flare Cannon, excuse me, in my play. Because if they knock off my Magearna, who cares? Their Rotom's at 44%. So, click Express Flash Cannon here. I would click Flare Cannon, but I'm not trying to miss. Though, obviously on Rotom, it makes sense to want to click it. But Rotom's already in range of Cinderace. This will knock out Clefable. This will knock out Dragapult. This will knock out Urshifu. This will knock out... like I said, that was a guarantee KO, man. You saw how much I did to Excadrill. So, I don't have to deal with Clef at all. Always have Apex to deal with Urshifu if they want to come out. And this Mon basically gets a kill if Clef... sorry about that. Well, we just click knock off here because we do not care. We either get rid of potentially Dragapult. They get a crit, but I get rid of the I get rid of maybe the Eviolite on Corsola. Don't worry. Or I do some massive damage to Dragapult, which is really, really nice for me. And I'm assuming a Thunderbolt will come out. Now, I really don't think they can touch Magearna. It's definitely not worth going hard to pout on. It's not worth going hard to pout on. I'd rather give them Mandibuzz. Because they shouldn't be able to knock out Cinderace either. And I can just U-turn with Cinderace to knock them out. So they do have Fire Blast. Interesting. Okay. I'll give them that. We'll get Cinderace here. There's no attack that should be able to knock me out. And if they Draco, I get in Magearna. So I think this is the best play. Hello! Now I want to know how much specs Magearna actually does to this thing. Because, I mean, I'm assuming it's a good chunk. Corsola, Galarian. Damn, that does so much damage. But it's better that I just end up clicking the trick here. Even if they get a choice specs on Rotom, that just means they can't come in on me. I'll be able to beat this via Toxic and Knockoff and Status and whatnot, so I'm not worried because I have Hex. And just giving a choice specs to, I mean, potentially this, honestly makes the most sense. As they go Dragapult. And that's the last switch in Dragapult has. They can Fire Move here, they can Thunderbolt. Toxapex is only good for Knockoff. I can still get rid of their Eviolite. I'm going to make the Toxapex play. If they Fire Blast, I get it. If they go for Thunderbolt, fantastic play. They might Draco too. My Dragapult has a high speed tier. I'm not trying to miss with it. They do end up going for Draco Meteor. Yeah, we just Volt Switch here. Knock them out. Trick around that Eviolite. Don't have to worry about Draco either. Actually, I'll Flash Cannon because if they go Corsola, excuse me. If they go Corsola, Flash Cannon into Flare Cannon knocks them out, and that's better than letting them come in with what's it called? That's better than I don't care as much about Rotom because I have Dragapult. Though honestly, maybe Dragapult, keeping Dragapult alive and going Cinderace is the better play. I'm just trying to think about like ways not to lose to Urshifu. Maybe Toxapex wasn't the play there. Maybe it was worth risking Magearna. Because Mag can still trick this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Because, I mean, I basically click Draco and whatnot, too. You pain split here? You overheat. Perfect. Nice. Just click Zen Headbutt. They sack Dragapult. Lovely. And they finally fixed the way this ability works. If it fails, it doesn't change you. I'm glad they did that. I'm very glad that finally happened. Hippowdon beats everything they have, too. I just gotta be careful around Urshifu, but if it's bulk up, that is. Which is why I'm gonna Pyro Ball it if they go out to it. Flare Cannon should be able to knock out Rotom at that. I mean, I did 11%, right? But that's a 4 times resist. That's without choice specs. Yeah, 4 times resist. Flare Cannon does 36 min. Perfect. So that knocks out Rotom. U-turn here. Bring out Magearna. Trick away their Violite. Or I could just go Hippowdon and click Toxic too. But I just want to be very careful about Urshifu. I want to keep my Rocky Helmet alive. I don't know if it's bulk up yet because they don't have like spike support or nothing like that. So Bandit makes a lot of sense to me. Alright, I'll trick away their Violite. If they go Rotom, I still go Cinderace, so it's not a big deal. Get the heavy duty boots as well if things go bad. Nice. So now we just Flash Cannon. And then Flare Cannon knocks out Rotom. They're making the right plays, and I'm not really making very many aggressive plays to keep myself out of this position, but I still go Cinderace here. As they miss right now, and let's see how well you take this without, well, it's Pyro Ball I'm going for. But let's see how well you take this without your Violite. I'm assuming very well because you are a Corsola. Ah, yep, you took it very well. Just gonna Pyro Ball again. They out to Nightshade. No Cursed Body? There's a Cursed Body. Alright, so let's see if we lose to Urshifu if things get bad. But I can always Thunder Wave it with Dragapult. So I can Thunder Wave it to avoid like a bulk upset from sweeping me. Yeah, I can Thunder Wave it to avoid a bulk upset from sweeping me. And then, which is why Magearna being left alive makes sense. This will also be Scarf, considering they have no speed control. Huh. Not Scarf. Cool. So Hippo comes out. I have my Rocky Helmet. I had you waiting for this Pokemon. It is bulk up. I'm gonna Toxic here. As a Wicked Blow, they're gonna take, that's Life Orb for sure. That did way too much damage. Toxic also dealt with Rotom if they want to make that play. GG, man. That should be it. Yep. All I gotta do is Hex Rotom and that wins me the game. So I was just trying my best to make sure that they did 32%. Just to make sure that I'm as close to a victory as possible. But I did get really... I think I should have been a little bit more aggressive because I gave openings, which my opponent was able to almost capitalize on. So, yeah. That was nice. Let's go ahead and look for another game. And we'll check where my ranking is in the next game. Because it wasn't updating there automatically. It's really hot today, man. I don't know, this weather has been... For those that live in New York, this weather has been kind of whack. I don't know about y'all, but it has been kind of whack out here. Oof. I have an AC, but I don't want to turn it on because I want to keep it like off for these episodes. Let's see where we are. 1690. Nice. So, Specs Magearna, you are phenomenal in this game. I love you very much. Cinderace is really good too in this too. Zeraora is Hippowdon food, hopefully. Hippowdon's actually really nice with Stealth Rock and Toxic here. Their Magearna is just as problematic as mine is to them. So Specs Magearna clicks Flare Cannon, or Flash Cannon rather, and I want to go Cinderace because if they lead off on Magearna and it's choice, Cinderace gives me the best scenario like possible. So then we're leading off with Zeraora. I'm assuming they might knock off here or something. They could just go right for Volt Switch themselves. Dragapult's going to be checked hopefully by my Mana Buzz. So I want to keep Mana Buzz alive because it can actually deal with a lot of their members. So we'll make the Hippowdon play here. I doubt their Grass Knot. I could also just hit them with Pyro Ball, but honestly, Adamant Pyro Ball is really good, especially if I'm able to knock off the heavy duty boots. So we'll go with Powdon now. I'm gonna have to give them a Pokemon to be put to sleep, but I mean they know I have a Band of Buzz, so. And they're going for Plasma Fizz there. Gonna Earthquake just to be safe. And then I'll click Stealth Rock first, because they could U-turn out into Amoonguss here. I didn't want to bother predicting that turn, just because if they did try and go for an aggressive knockoff, I'd much rather have gotten rid of them. So they might end up scouting for the Toxic as they do. Very good play on my opponent's part. Hex is good for dealing with Magearna if it's set up, but otherwise it's alright. If they go for Toxic on their own, fantastic play. And we'll U-turn now. And then, best case for me, they go Mandibuzz. Oh, they're Black Sludge too, that's great. I don't even take Rocky Helmet damage, awesome. Best case for me is they go Mandibuzz here, and I get in Magearna and just start to get... I get to start just clicking buttons. So that's really good. So, time to get in the homie now. Gonna click Specs Flare Cannon. Oh, Alola Wag, bro. You max Spadef? No, you wish you were. And that's why this mon kind of broke it. Zero Aura comes out. Just gonna bring out Hippowdon now. As they go for knockoff. I'm doing two things with this Toxapex double. I'm scouting for a random Grass Knot. And also it dealt with Mandibuzz because I can knock off its item. But this is cool. They basically do absolutely nothing to me with Zero Aura. And I'm able to slack off their item, so... I'm able to slack off, excuse me. Obviously, I don't have my Rocky Helmet, but it doesn't matter at this point. They have nothing to really abuse it. Alright, they reveal their full moveset. Now, if they go Magearna, I'm going to trick them immediately with my Magearna. As they go Mandibuzz. Well, Toxic as they opt to default. And I land, perfect. And now the Powdon only deals with a setup Dragapult. Okay, I'll click Toxic here. Oh, are they actually, they are sub-Dragon Dance. Okay, cool. So they are set up. But I mean, they don't kill me in 2 hits. And I 2-hit KO them, so I will take this. Thank you very much. Go ahead and give me this Pokemon. Let's see if they crit me. Hippo for MVP. Give me all their offensive threats. Better hope you get a kill right there. About to say. Magearna comes out. We click Flare Cannon. We knock them out. Hopefully that doesn't give Magearna, their own Magearna, a way of beating me. I think all I got to do is go Toxapex as they go for Shift Gear, and I go for Haze immediately. I bring out my own Magearna. I trick away. I give them an item, that way they can't set up on me. And now I Voltage out into Cinderace, and I win. So, yeah. Nice. That should be 1700s, right? 1710, something like that. 17 whatever. Yeah, I saw Marowak fall over. That's why Magearna busted. But that set is also, like, just set up Magearna in general is also very strong. So we ended up getting, what is it, 55 points or so? Or, no, never mind. What were we, 1664? Oh, we did not get 55. I thought we were at 1640 or something. But we got a good amount of points. Do I want to keep going? Almost 50 points. What is that? 40, oh, 41? 41-ish? Whatever. It's probably like 41. But not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're at 31 minutes with this. Okay, I can afford, I think, one more game. I can try and get one more game. It's 9:40 though. I should... Okay, well, I got another game, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, but they are 1808 according to this ranking, whereas I am 1705. So... this is a problem, but hopefully Dragapult would be very good in this game. Honestly, Dragapult looks phenomenal in this game, and same thing with the fact that my Hippowdon clicks buttons too. Love Magearna as well. Just doing damage, and I want to be able to deal with their pecs too. So I like Hippo early because I think rocks are kind of crucial in this game, but not so crucial that I'll risk a burn because this could be set up Dragapult. Though it looks like it's Hex. I don't care too much about that. So I will gladly knock them off and then go for Skull Burns of my own, because then they'll be 2-hit KO by Hex. So I'll go for this early here just to make sure that they're 2-hit KO'd. And I'll do the exact same thing to Clefable if possible too. Now I'm assuming this is sub Calm Mind Keldeo or Calm Mind 3 attacks. Can we get a burn so that way I can Hex? I think they're thinking the same thing. But I have an item, so it makes a difference. Come on! Nobody wants this. Stay until I burn you. Hurry up. Pex! Thank you. I'm assuming I got burned, so I got my laugh pre-prep. There you go, nice and fake. Okay. They should obviously recover here, so I'm gonna go Magearna. We're gonna Specs Volt Switch here. Should I just Specs Flare Cannon? Honestly, if they want to make the Apollon, I kind of want to Specs Flare Cannon. Okay, they made the Corviknight play, so Specs Volt Switch was 100% my play there. Pretty unfortunate for me, but like I would have gotten off some nasty damage off on them. I want to find out what type of Keldeo that is, so I'm assuming they're going to go for U-turn here. Yep, get some Rocky Helmet, that's awesome for Cinderace. Clef comes out, this could be Trick. Knockoff? This is Trick. Okay, it's a Sticky Barb though, so whatever. I'm gonna go for, I'll go for Toxic on the Clefable as well. So this is all for Hex, basically. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing this all for Hex. And now I get a knockoff on Corviknight. Knock off the Rocky Helmet. Perfect. I also could have burned them, I guess. I think I'm gonna U-turn here, right? I'll go for double knockoff in case they don't go Pex. So that item, them not being leftovers on Clefable is really good. I wonder if I can get my item back on a Apollon either. It's just these turns are going to be so annoying. Like in general, these turns are going to be so annoying. Because I want to pressure in this Pokemon here. Ah, cool. Take a Trick. Would they try and Trick here? Moonblast doesn't do too much. Okay, I'd rather get in Cinderace and then try and pressure Apollon coming in. Dragapult ends up making the play here. Magearna comes out on that. Oh, there's a big Storm Zone. If they want to go Corviknight, I'd rather Volt Switch, but if there's Specs Fire Blast, that's annoying too. What's up, bro? But they shouldn't give me this Pokemon though. I'm Volt Switching. A lot of them have opted to not run Fire Blast though. It's U-turn Draco, Shadow Ball, and Hex for the most part. So I'm a Volt Switch here. Nice. Nice. Doing well. Thank you, fam. My bad. I'm trying to record, so I'm a Volt. Okay, you know what? I'll make the Manabuzz play. It's safe. It's just this stuff is a little bit. Okay, so Volt Switching was my play. Sorry that this is going to be a little bit longer of a game, and I'm sorry to me as well, because I wanted to be done and kind of just rest up, but it is what it is, you know? I should not risk my my Polt here. I'll risk Magearna instead, because it's less of a risk, rather. Trick, Wish. If I Trick, Chalks, Effective Choice, Specs. Perfect. Corviknight being a Choice Specs isn't too bad, actually, but I want my Choice Specs back. But give that back. I wanted that back, because Volsters doesn't do enough. So I lost my Choice Specs, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, being able to switch up moves between Flash Cannon and whatnot is hella worth. Oh, especially if they're giving me this damage on a Powdon, so that's really good for Dragapult too. Because I'm going towards that end game of my Dragapult, I think. So if they're going to give me this damage, I'll take it. Obviously, I know they have Wish support, but they are so weak to Cinderace. Especially because they put up Sand. Like, basically, if I go for Flash Cannon here, and then I go and they Earthquake, and then I go for Flare Cannon after. Yeah, that's so good. So now I have Volt Switch on Toxapex coming in. We have Volt Switch, the fact that they don't have Sand up. I get in Cinderace now. I click Pyro Ball because it 2-hit KOs basically everything. They should not stay in because I can Zen Headbutt kill them as they make the Dragon Ball play, which is smart. I'm surprised I didn't burn them. I felt a burn there. Now their Hex is annoying too, as they are Specs Thunderbolt. Okay. Leftovers Keldeo. Dragon Ball here is my best play, and now we click Hex. Though they could make the Corviknight play, I still think I click Hex. Because if they go Toxapex, I get some beautiful damage off from them. And if they go Clefable, I may be able to 2-hit KO them. So we'll see. Okay. I know I can kill you with Draco. I'm clicking Hex again. Because I want to kill Clef, that way they can't Wish Pass. Though I am weakening my Toxapex answer, so I need to be careful. Man, are you serious? I'm very sad this did not work out for me. I know for a fact they're going to switch out now into Corvi, yep. They're leftovers, so they're not Rocky Helmet, but they're Rocky Helmet on Clefable, so I got to be careful about that. Cinderace doesn't let in Keldeo, but it does let in a Powdon. Man, so one Draco changed that game, but the dude definitely outplayed me that turn. I can't even say anything. And I get my Pokemon get way too weakened. I should have Flare Cannon Hippowdon, that way they can't even come in. So that was my bad. Should definitely Flare Cannon there. Okay. No problem. You don't have to tell me. You can take your time if you want. Let me cock the Jolly Dragapult. 39 to 40, 39 to 47, whatever, 42. And Jolly does around 42. I could have just gotten max. Did I do 42? I did 42. That calc isn't going to really help you. They should go with Powdon. They actually made the Keldeo play. Okay. So the calc wasn't guaranteed on what the set could be. I'm gonna knock. They actually sub too. Damn. Okay, we sack Magearna here as they combine. I killed them with Draco, so I'm not worried. But I didn't think they sub because I could easily have gone Dragapult. Now Draco kills them. I'm gonna Hex. They should not let me Draco them. And I don't want them to... I'm gonna make the aggressive play again. It basically loses me the game right here, but because I'm this much in the back, I want to make this play. I'm assuming Corviknight eats this hit no matter what anyway, but... And because this mon is so good versus me, they should know how good Keldeo is versus the remainder of my team. It just wins. Nice. Okay. This is good because they can't sub up on me. Get up rocks as they end up going Clefable. Maybe get a Toxic off on Hippowdon if possible, as I do not. Alright, so we'll bring out Paul here. Draco will easily kill them. And Draco doesn't let Corviknight in as well. I'm going to go for it. I should have calced it, but I'm pretty sure it does 70%. I actually should have 100% calculated that, but I've seen it do damn near 100%, so I'm assuming it does. Oh, Draco is a roll at best. And they're toxic too. Okay, it's not the best case. In my situation, it's not the best right now. Man, I messed up. I know I messed up too. Oh man, I messed up. I'm still gonna go Cinderace and see if I can recover from here as they go Clef. Perfect. Who cares about this Pokemon coming out? My Mandibuzz is roosted, so I should be okay. We get rid of you, so you don't have that. I get a Mandibuzz, and I click U-turn here, though it does allow a Thunderbolt endgame. Hex picks up a KO. They should just sack Clefable at this point. They shouldn't. The Keldeo doesn't need to be sacked. Hippo can be sacked too, I guess. I would have to get the roll on Hippo. Maybe I'll get the roll. I'm still going, again, I'm being aggressive with this. So this is where heavy duty boots would be a little bit better. Like I've always gone back and forth between this. I don't know if I can come back from this though, because I don't have Sucker Punch and there's specs on Dragapult, but they could be modest specs, so that would be my way of coming back. I'm doing it, I'm hexing again. Then again, they think they can just Thunderbolt switch, beat me, right? Alright, I'll Draco then. If they think they could just Thunderbolt sweep me, which it looks like they could, I'll Draco here. Because Hex is a guaranteed loss if they stay in. But even if I go Clef, I just get 2 turns of leftovers recovery. Clef is so expendable, man. They should always go Clef. It's so expendable. Who cares if I can click Draco when you have your own? You can't. They have 2. Actually, they can risk this, dude. Like I'm trying to like convince myself of the logic behind this play, but the problem is because they have this and this, it's an issue. Alright, we're Thunder. We're Dracoing here. I'm going with Draco. Yeah, they go Clef. Can't even U-turn because of the Rocky Helmet. Alright, I'll Moonblast off their choke. Yeah, they won. Huh. Huh. Maybe? With crit burns? They should always go Pex because it comes in. Like, they shouldn't risk this. Yeah, like, even if let's say I Hex there, if they're modest, which I guess I could have, they probably were modest, so I had to get that play right. If I Hex twice, then I killed them. Good game, dude. So, we take an L right there, and then we, they played really good with their Keldeo. I'm very surprised at how they played their Keldeo, though, because that Mon could have beaten me safer, but they played it really, really well. They played it really well. I can't even deny that. And I didn't play my Magearna the best. Like, I should have just, 1691? Man, you know what? Let's get one more. You know what? Let's get, I'm not about to take that L and end it on that. So I should have used my Magearna a little bit more aggressively to break. I'm so surprised that they went from Toxapex into Corviknight on it, because like early on, because I would have gotten so much momentum from getting a Volt Switch off, but definitely lost a lot when I tricked the specs to Corviknight. I think what I should have just done was, you know, attempted to get the, what's it called? Attempted just to get the plays right. Alright, so this guy looks like he gets bopped by Flare Cannon. 2 resist and they don't take it well. I have a good Cinderace answer as well, and I love Magearna as a lead because it deals with their defensive Pokemon, and if they lead off with one of their offensive Pokemon, I get a lot out of it. So we're going to go Toxapex here just in case. They opt to go for Specs Flash Cannon as they go for Volt Switch, and they are 100% choice specs, so that is good to note. Urshifu comes out, and I have a Powdon just waiting and ready. Alright, that dude is adamant choice ban. My gosh. Very nice play on my opponent's part right there, too. How much did they do? Specs? 69%. My god. I'm still making the Toxapex play. Okay, so I get my Black Sludge first, which is good. My Cinderace Ants, I didn't realize that did 55%. Am I missing EVs? Nope. Damn full HP. So I lost my my Pex, which is incredible in this game. My own Cinderace is still phenomenal though. And we're going for Gunk Shot here. That's it. I'm going for Gunk Shot. My own Cinderace is still phenomenal here. Gunk Shot will 2-hit KO, Mantine. I get some lovely damage off on them too. I'm assuming they're going to Pyro Ball now. I'm just going to have to outplay the Urshifu. That's it. Now, the thing is, they can always go Magearna and get a kill right now with Flash Cannon, so I don't... So it's really tough for me, too, here, because I'm going for Foul Play, just because that could happen, too. But that was a really tough turn, because Magearna could still come out. But I think I can still do this with my own Cinderace at this point. And the Volt switching, which is fine. Yeah, my Cinderace still looks incredible at this game. I'm adamant, too, so I have a chance to knock out a Mungus. They're saying, hey, we're going right for 50-50s. Alright, I'm going to Thunder Wave this. Main reason I'm Thunder Waving is because Magearna can do some work, if that's the case. And now I can make the Cinderace play because it deals with Magearna coming in. I know their choice ban based on the damage they did. Yep. And I am Gunk Shotting right now hard on the Mantine. Of course. So I miss on Mantine, which is pretty big. Because I would have 2-hit KO'd them. But I'm able to at least... This is really big because Flash Cannon would smack their entire team if I actually hit that. But we'll U-turn now instead. If they want to make the Magearna play, I'll get a lot of damage off on them. And the... Again, that sucks too, but it's fine. It is what it is, you know? That's the game we play. And I get the chip on a Mungus to knock it out with Pyro Ball. That's really frustrating though that I missed that earlier. Yeah, we go right for Pyro Ball here. It's adamant, so it's a KO at 84%, unless they're Aqua Berry. If I get a burn, that'd be phenomenal. I doubt Cinderace KOs them. That's not the set. Oh, they're like max defense, dude. Alright, I'm gonna... Come on, man. Like, every turn I miss that out just hurts me so much. Because my Magearna is being slowly but surely weakened. If I Flash Cannon to a Mungus, I gain nothing from it either. And I don't even KO Tangrowth with like half my Pokemon. So like every turn I miss that is so big. It's honestly so big. I just gotta hit one more on Mantine. And this thing is being in range of Sucker Punch soon too. I'm getting tilted. No. Alright, Pyro Ball's still my play. Because if I Gunk Shot into Mantine, then I, Okay, here is a fine Gunk Shot, because they're going to recover. Or they should. Well, they're probably going to Skull Burn me. And then I'm going to break my keyboard. Come on, buddy. That's what I like to see. Okay. I have Zen Headbutt as well for Mantine, so I'm not worried about that. I would love for you to give me Magearna. Give me Magearna. Please. That'd be phenomenal. I will take it. I will definitely take Magearna. Again, I have Zen Headbutt. I'll go for it here because it knocks out Mantine. Now this does allow them to get in Urshifu. But I knock out Mantine, so Cinderace can still endgame this guy if I want to. Or I can try to, rather. Is it Sleep Powder? We'll find out right now. Oh, I get a nice dodge. Very, very, very useful. Appreciate that. We're going to U-turn again. Because I don't want to get knocked off, and I want to be able to go for the... I can Draco them, but if they get in Magearna, I lose a Pokemon. So I'm not trying to let that happen. But if I get in my own Magearna, I don't lose a Pokemon. I basically didn't want to go Magearna because it could have knocked me off. So U-turn was my play there. Shout out to Sleep Powder missing. Kind of like Gunk Shot. So hot. It's way too hot in here. They should know, though, that if they stay in, they can get a kill with Mag. I still gotta get a roll on Amoonguss too, don't I? I guess they could be special defensive. That's not even... Yeah, that's not even max defense. Let's just see what max defense takes. Yeah, if they're max defense, I don't even kill them. So it come down to me waking up. Awesome. I'll use one of my Power Balls here. As long as I keep one alive, I'm good. Oh, and they were special defensive, so I actually get the straight up kill, which is awesome. Once again, going to make the Dragon Ball play as they opt to Stun Spore, which is cool because I get a U-turn off. Huh. Nice. Back in. Go ahead and hit your Power Balls, buddy. Go ahead and hit them right now. We need them to land. And if they go Tangrowth, I will go for 2 Power Balls on them. Come on. Just land them. Thank you. I literally U-turn out to Dragapult and click Draco. That's all. I click Draco Meteor. It knocks out Tangrowth. And if they go Urshifu, I just hard switch directly into... Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, if they Sucker Punch, I just click Flash Cannon, so it's fine. Hold up, this is Adamant Choice, man. I gotta be careful about this. Sucker Punch. 27 to 32%. And how much does this do to Tangrowth? 91 min. They're at 66. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Give me that. Let's get it, man. We got a dub. Watch me be at 8% and just die to burn because Showdown. Woo! We did it. Let's go. I was able to use... That's just a little tape. Sucks we got a loss. My opponent played well. They definitely played their Keldeo very aggressively because I thought Keldeo would have been really strong late game. But I mean, this is the type of team, and that's what ends up happening when you use, what's it called? 6-0 by Keldeo. I don't think I played my Magearna well in that game, though. Hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Gotta figure out what the hell I'm doing from this Ridge Wallet ad. I'll see y'all next time. We hit the 1700s. That is 39-6, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.